Hello, guys. Welcome to This May
or May Not Be
a Podcast. So today we're discussing digital raw dogging. If you don't know what that is, Google it. But basically it's...
But even when you Google it, it comes up with certain...
Really doesn't. Anyway, guys, it's just going out and about, maybe traveling, like taking a flight or going in transport, running your errands without any headphones and not really scrolling on your phone. So, for example, I would be using my phone just for Google Maps, but nothing else. I will not be on Instagram, not listen to audiobooks, no podcasts, no music, nothing.
So just raw.
Being
So just
completely
raw.
present in the
Where does the
moment.
dog come into?
Babe, please, let's not dissect this because I have a feeling it's going to go into some part that, like, of conversation.
I'm just trying to
have.
understand. Sometimes the English vocabulary it just doesn't make sense.
Me neither. But you know these Gen
Digital-
Zs, they'll now give
digital
something name,
raw
and all of
dogging.
us are there like. Anyway, yes. So I tried it for a whole week, and can I just tell you, the drama that I have experienced has been beyond entertaining. So the first thing that happened is I no longer have headphones protecting me from the world. I was in the store and I was buying tangerines because there's these tangerines that taste like pineapple. So I'm on them now. That
Tangerines that taste like pineapple.
Wow,
okay.
And I can't have any watermelon because it's out of season. So I was buying my tangerines, and there was a guy in front of me at the cashier. At the cashiers, and the cashier was looking after a guy, and I didn't really want to wait about, so I said, oh, let me go and grab a sweet potato. Grab the sweet potato. As I was coming back to the guy, this is the context, there was a woman walking up to the line. Okay, so I put down my sweet potato next to my tangerines, and then she has some stuff in her hand and puts it next to my tangerines. So now the cashier has finished handling the guy, and he starts taking the stuff, and then I put my hand after the tangerines, like, this is my stuff, this is not mine.
Trust her to do
and
that.
then I hear somebody mumble to the side, and I didn't want any confrontation. Mentally, I went, oh!
But deep down, she wanted it.
And you
She was
inspired
ready.
me because I was like, this one that I'm always telling Hazel, you have to stand up for yourself. Don't nip everything in the bud. I was like, let's go, Betty. So I turned to this woman and I was like,
excuse me?
I beg your pardon.
I know, excuse me?
I was like, I beg your pardon. And she goes, no, nothing. I said, sorry, I was standing in line. I put my stuff down because I didn't want to wait to hear the conversation. I went and got a sweet potato, put it down, and you're walking to the line. I was here first. I don't understand what the problem is. And then she goes, oh, no problem. Then I said, if there was no problem, you wouldn't be muttering under your breath and mumbling at me.
I will.
And then the woman just looked at me, then she looked down, and then I waited, and I had no headphones to so I waited. And then she didn't say anything, so I continued doing what I did, and I bought my stuff, and I was like, oh, God. Like, I wish I had my headphones because I wouldn't have heard that. I wouldn't have had to show the universe that I'm not like taking any nonsense from anybody. But yeah, that was the first one. The next one was, I was on my way to the gym. Again, no headphones. We're raw dogging, aren't we? And I heard 5 guys, beautiful voices, and then I knew they were Nigerian guys because as the more passionate they got with the conversation, the less British accents they all had these public school accents. So they were brought up and raised there, but they were Nigerian. And one of them was saying, you don't understand. I told her I was drunk the night we did it. I told her we're never going to talk about this again because I was drunk. And then the friend goes, but she's a cute girl now. Why not? I just continue hanging out. He goes, no, I don't want anything to do with her. And I was sitting there and I was having these existential crises because I was like, you know what? The guy has a point, right? At least he doesn't want to waste her time. Another guy would continue like being with her when he knows he doesn't have any serious intentions for her. And then on top of that, and then I was still upset by the fact that he was so callous about just sleeping with this girl and like, it doesn't, like, just because he was drunk, now her side doesn't matter at all. And then there were 5 guys discussing this. So the thing pained me, and I was like,
don't tell me you got involved.
Of course not.
Oh my God.
Mental.
Oh my God. I can see you getting involved.
Nigerian boys, me. God, I'm sure they were Yoruba. Just saying. But the voices, like, they were all tall boys, like fine boys. I was like, you see your life? And then I was thinking about it. Bless her. She probably thought, oh, that he's going to like me, blah, blah, blah. Guys, there's one thing that I'm going to tell you that this is maybe of value to some people. In my whole 40 years of being on this planet, I have never heard a woman say, I regret not sleeping with a man. I've never heard it. On the other hand, I have heard women saying, I regret sleeping with him multiple times. Many times people will say, yeah, I shouldn't have slept with him. Oh my God, I regret it. It wasn't even that good. So just statistically, that means that you're less likely to regret not sleeping with someone than you are whatever. Please understand. Decode Da Vinci. You understand that you're more likely to regret sleeping with him and you're less likely to regret not sleeping with him. So I just felt a bit sad for the girl. I was like, oh, maybe this is a young girl. Maybe she really liked him. And I was like, oh, baby girl, that's not how it's done. Anyway, your aunties have told you. Please, statistically, it doesn't make sense. Unless the guy gives you guarantees and you guys are together, there's no point. And let me tell you the worst part of that. Even when he does give you guarantees and says you guys are together, it can also go south. So just protect yourself where you can. Then the third one, Hazel. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. Yesterday, because I'm frugal, I took the bus to Borough Market to get all my stuff. I was getting scallops, salmon, and like my veggies and whatnot. And on the bus back, I'm sitting in the front of the bus, in the corner, the very, very front. So as I'm leaning like this, right, I can see everyone coming into the bus from the driver's side. And I'm sitting there, and then this beautiful boy is about to walk in. All I saw was beautiful hair. I was like, God damn it, why is the man having such beautiful hair? I was like hating on him, you know? He looked like Asian, maybe Indian, maybe Bengali, something like that, right? And I was looking at this guy. He walks in with his girlfriend who was, I don't know, maybe she was a black girl, maybe mixed. But she had like all these edges set, you know, when they do like Picasso on their forehead. So I was just like people watching, enjoying my life. No headphones, nothing to distract me. And people watching. And then I hear voices, raised voices. And then I hone my hearing. I start hearing somebody shouting. And then I hear somebody going, you fucking Paki, go back to your country. I was like, hell, is there an altercation downstairs? Next thing I saw a guy and his girlfriend, white guy, and his girlfriend passing the front of the bus like they were walking against the traffic. And then the guy just turned in a split second as I'm watching and listening to the raised voices and the shouting going on. I just saw this guy do. And then that boy that I was looking at with the beautiful hair was on the floor. Next thing I see this white guy. He's pushing him down. It was so beautiful to watch. God forgive
Beautiful.
me. Babe. It was so beautiful to watch. I don't condone violence at all. But let me tell you why it was beautiful. This guy, the white guy, he was a jiu-jitsu guy. So as he pulls him, it's like all one fluid movement. He pulls him. He pushes him on the ground, takes his arm and puts him in a headlock. Yes. Right? And then he's on the ground. At this point, I was like, my boy, me. And then I heard Nigerian accent downstairs. I was like, let me run. And I ran downstairs. I was like, what's happening? The bus is not going to move. We're not going anywhere. There's an altercation. What is happening? What should I do with my life? So I come down with my tote bag, my Eki tote. I came down with my tote bag, and there was 3 Nigerian aunties. I think they were on their way to Owambe because I saw goodie bags. you know, like those gift bags. And she had her gogoro, her gele set. I was like, aunties, what happened? No greeting, no good afternoon. They're like, is it not these stupid children? No manners, no upbringing. You see him, he came inside, he didn't want to pay. The driver said that he cannot let him in. He started kicking the door. Hell, thank God for this hero. See this hero. He just pulled him down. See them now. We now went outside. And the guy, the white guy, I hear him. He's got a Russian accent. He's either Russian or Ukrainian. And he's got the boy in a headlock. And he's like, say sorry. Apologize. And I was like, the thing that is even paining me, I was talking to the aunties. I was like, the thing that is even paining me is the driver is sick. And this boy self, he too, he's Indian. He's an immigrant. One immigrant to another. We're supposed to be all together. Do you understand? Babe, is this not how... Finally, the boy, I think the guy didn't want the boy to pass out because he had him in a headlock. So he let him go before the police came. And the boy now ran. Meanwhile, the boy's girlfriend, she was like, no, leave him. The guy said, don't fucking touch me. The guy just stepped back and respected herself. Meanwhile, the white guy's girlfriend, she was just there like this. I was like, Russian women, eh? She just had her guys back. So anyway, so those ones trotted off because as soon as he let him go, he ran. He knew the police were coming. So the police came. They were now interviewing all of us, taking our statements. The aunties were, and you know, babe,
I'm
I
the
swear,
boss.
Nigerian aunties are the best. They were like, don't, when they were doing all this and the driver was calling, but don't call the police, let him beat him. One person needs to beat him. He doesn't have upbringing. I'm telling you. I said, oh my God, these Yoruba women, they were my spirit animals. Anyway, after that, like when the police took our statements, they were like, we're going to be here a long time because they're going to look through the CCTV and whatnot, take the driver's statement. Apparently, if they find him, he has to go to court and whatnot. I was so sad because I was like, see these fine little children. They just came and destabilized our whole day. We were entertained, but on what grounds? On something negative happening? Anyway, it was sad for me. The only part of this that I loved was
the enjoyment that she got out of
that
seeing.
I liked was the Nigerian aunties. The way I just ran, I didn't even greet anybody. You understand? And then there was one woman, she was very tiny. She was like, oh my God, he must be like 17, 18. He was so tall. The boy was shorter than me. Do you understand? I was like, but because she's
it's
so
all relative,
short,
right?
She
It's all
saw him
relative.
like he was so tall.
It's
For
all
me,
relative.
I thought they were like 14, 15. I think they were really young. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know what parents brought him up, but yeah, we need some discipline in the UK.
So the moral of the story is, if you go digital raw dogging, you get to experience all the entertainment that happens in London.
Babe, I wouldn't have heard anything.
You're
If
living
I
your own
had
world.
my music on, I'd have probably been staring off into space. I'm not as focused on people watching when I've got something I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Full stop.
Wow. Wow. Anyway, they made us get the next bus, so I held the bus for my old aunties to all stumble because they were very slow. I think they were like in their 60s or so. They were all very slow, so they came on. I left them on the ground floor and went back upstairs to go and continue experiencing life. But guys, this Russian guy,
we haven't capped it at
oh my God,
5 to 10 minutes. We're 13,
man.
When Madame can talk for Africa,
all the bus were like, that guy is a hero, blah blah blah. All of us didn't feel safe. We couldn't have sat in this bus with that boy if he had come in. And then what if he had a knife? You know? So there were all these discussions, like and everybody in that bus was a woman. We were all women. There were no men at all on the bus except the driver, the poor Sikh driver that was the nicest guy ever. Anyway, so yes, guys, so digital raw dogging, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with it because I feel like I don't want to be experiencing life this deeply, please. I want to be in my own little handmade heaven that I've created for myself. But yeah, you should try it. I want to see.
I mean, I do. I often just
without headphones, no music.
I don't get that craziness happening on my roots.
As the curator of chaos, I think the universe
it's
throws some entertainment my way. You never know.
Mine is quite peaceful.
Mine wasn't. Yes. Anyway, guys, so if you like us, follow,
share,
subscribe. You know what? If you like us, if you don't like
comments,
us, you know what?
comments.
Oh yeah, we love comments. Guys.
We have some serial commenters, don't we?
Yes. Shout out to you guys. We love you guys. You really make it worth our while. And yeah, for anybody else, if you're not commenting or liking, please, when we blow, don't be coming and saying, I supported you. I'll be like, you who? I've never seen one like or comment. So please shut up. Carry yourself. Anyway, we love you guys and hope you have a little bit of positivity. And yeah, on to the next topic.
Thank you.
Peace. Love and light.